Alrighty, it's time for
a review!
Alright, let's do it. Let's do a review of this game. I just finished playing this game for pretty much 5 hours straight today, and also I played yesterday for a good 5 hours. I got to the end. This is the demo of Anno 1800 here. I got to the end of the story, and then today, 5 hours straight of one match in 1v1, or I guess 2v2, or 1v1, just to win, and I finally won. Finally won. Okay, so this game, what it is it's SimCity, pretty much, but with way more. I mean, every building you're gonna click, it's gonna have someone. Usually they're talking. Let's see what they say here. Really? The one time you're not gonna talk? Come on. One time we're getting no talking. When I click finally... See? Okay, so she talked. Now you know. They talk. Great music, stunning graphics. I mean, when you zoom in, I mean, you're really seeing what's happening here. You know, it's beautiful. It is a stunning version of SimCity, for sure. Tons of things to build. This is the story mode. I just need something on screen since I finished the multiplayer. You know, I just figured I'd come here. I built a schooner. Why did I build a schooner? Golly gosh. So in this game, you can play with multiple people, so you kind of see an idea. You can see, like, the other people in their builds, what they're up to and stuff. And then there is an NPC aspect to it as well. Let's see, do I have any? Okay, so you see how this is an NPC area here. So there's quests and everything while you're playing. Here's another, this one. So I could pick up quests if I wanted to. You know, these little kind of mini stories going on with these people. When you do the story mode is definitely vibrant, of learning about your character, what's going on with the family, why you're building another town, you know, getting your family's name back and correct and everything. Everything's running pretty smoothly. I didn't really have any disconnects in the story mode or anything. No problems there. So you can have story mode and you can have multiplayer. The multiplayer goes 2 people, 3 players, or 4 players, and then the island sizes change. You can get larger islands. You can customize however you want and everything. So as per a SimCity, it's pretty cool. You can upgrade pretty far. I didn't get up to the 3rd level of upgrades, which seems to be the max level, where you have artisans. You know, so there's a good amount of stuff to build from base game. Definitely not as much as what you would get in a SimCity, but there's quite a bit to build, and when you are building it, there's a lot of upkeep. So, you know, you gotta keep your people happy. You know, you gotta make sure they're getting enough clothing, they're getting enough, like... So you get the work clothes here. You can build fire stations like SimCity to protect the area. You can even build police stations eventually, build churches, and you can build trade unions, you can build food places. Lots of build. You can even upgrade the roads. I was starting to upgrade the roads here, as you can see, but I ran out of supplies on this one so far. I need more bricks for that. You know, but it all runs pretty smoothly if you want to upgrade things. You know, good old click and drag and all that jazz works pretty nicely. You know, the autofill on stuff is pretty good. The learning curve on how to do certain things and the information, I wish there was a little bit more, you know, but it's good enough for you to understand what's happening with that building and how it's going. I learned earlier, let's see, so if you click... When you click the marketplace, you can see what everyone wants. So my people, they need more food, they need bread, they need soap, and they need beer. I need to upgrade to unlock those things, you know. So you can kind of get a little bit of a screen here to see what everybody needs, but you gotta click the marketplace for it. Kind of wish it was just like, usually there's like a tab. Like when I click balance here, I can't really drag down, see what the heck is consumption tax. What does it come from? What's doing that? You know, the story mode is a glorified tutorial. It's basically running you one at a time things that you know, need to unlock and everything. And it does it at a pace so that you can complete it, really. As long as you don't go crazy and just overbuild on something, you're going to be able to defeat the story mode, definitely, and build a whole town and everything. And it didn't get to the point where, you know, you learn about trade routes and all the other stuff. So I'm guessing I'm going to just leave some of it as, like, you know, with the balance and everything, learning what those things are. I'm just guessing that with the story mode over time, you would learn what these things are. But I do wish it was a little bit more informative. It's definitely like a SimCity Lite or Civilizations Lite. You know, it's definitely not as impressive with the amount of things you could build as other games. And I mean, this is a AAA title of $60, so that is a little bit of a letdown. Definitely a few things have knocked down the idea of this being a $60 game for me, and the informative nature of it is definitely one, as per, you know, what I've experienced so far. But since I haven't finished storyline, you know, there's a little bit of me being like, well, maybe in the storyline it would explain everything else out, and, you know, I'd be a fully knowledgeable player by the time I would finish that. But I don't know. I'm a little skeptical on that. Now, onto the multiplayer. I ran into a lot of problems on the multiplayer tonight, which really make me say, if you haven't pre-ordered yet, I would say you're definitely safe to not, for now. Just because, I mean, I tried queuing the 4-player mode, I tried queuing random, I tried queuing 3-player, and I finally got the 1v1 that would pop open and actually go into a match. I did one where I got into a 4-player one, and, like, after 10 minutes, just everyone started getting DC'd until the point where I got DC'd. Pretty much it just froze up for me, and then, you know, pretty much kicked me out. So there's definitely issues with the multiplayer. So as per this being a $60 game, the fact that, you know, the building, I mean, you can build your houses, your tier 2 houses, and then there's artisans, so I'm guessing that's going to be another layer of houses. And I learned too, after Googling, I mean, it's not in the game, it might be in the story mode, like I was saying, but after Googling, I learned the way to get upgrades for the houses is once, like, the town is, like, fully satiated, then you can get the level 2 houses up to level 3 apparently, but it doesn't really say, you know. It costs something, but it doesn't say. Like, if I see upgrade costs of 4, but then if I mouse over this, it just says promotion not possible. But why? What do I have to work towards? Like, that's what I feel about the informative nature. It's like, all right, it's not possible. What do I have to work towards for that? Is there no upgrades? Can upgrade? You know, like, why not? Why can't we upgrade these things to make them look cooler or whatnot? You know, I know the promotion not possible on this one here, the storage, but then if I come in here, then it'll finally tell me, okay, what I need for it. So I need 20 brick for this that I'm missing right there. You know, I got more than enough money and everything else, you know, but it's like, it's a matter of, like, the information is just, it's lacking on, you know, some general information of stuff. You know, I could downgrade this. I just realized that, you know, by clicking, like, okay, I can upgrade, gee golly. You know, some of it's good, like, some of it's really, what is in it is pretty smooth. It's just what it's kind of missing is, like, kind of like, you know, happy population, but, like, you know, happiness, then I can modify stuff. I'm guessing, like, you know, in the story mode, it's gonna explain that more. But timber and bricks, like, there's so many things I just wish were clickable, you know, to see. So I got countryside 351, but, you know, needed for next level 99 attractiveness. Then I'll be a curious port town. But it's like, all right, so then, but what do I get with a curious port town? I don't know. You know, like, just information. I like, with these games, you need to have all of the information. You need to be able to see everything, you know. Got the world map. Let's see, old world. Let's go to world map here. See what happens here. That's kind of cool. The open world here. I guess this is my side here. I guess eventually I could trade out of that area, but I haven't gotten there yet in the story. We're at peace with these people. Like, you know, some of it's good. Like, some of it's got good information, just it needs a lot more. The trade routes was so confusing to me. I still don't honestly understand it. create trade route by clicking the create trade route button. So let's make a trade route. Okay, so I will add the Endeavor. I'll add that. Add new station. So we start. This is me, Fealty McMoost. And then, so let's make a trade route here. Okay. But you see, Madame Kahina, property of Madame Kahina. And then we've got, this one's someone else's again. So it's like a little issue. I don't, what is this thing here? You know, unsettled island. I don't know. Trade rights. Okay. Oh, this is just moving my ships the way they're moving, huh? There we go. Okay. Don't know why. Like, what are these things? What does it mean? You know? No trade rights. You know, like, it's just... See, like, everything's green here, though. You know? So let's hit accept, and then boom. This route does not transport anything. All ships in this route has been paused. Okay, so how do I make it transport anything? You know? Click to buy. Okay. Click to unload. Timber. Timber is being sold. Let's see. Have we figured it out? Oh my goodness. We figured out a trade route. Select type of route to do. Let's check out our trade route. No, cancel. Did we do it? Okay. I don't know why that just worked, but okay. We have a trade route. Okay, so there's trade routes in this game. That's kind of neat. That makes it a lot simpler. In the multiplayer, I was having to do it manually. I was having to do, you know, click the ship, go to my area, pick up the stuff, send it over to the other area, sell the stuff, then, you know, like, just micro, you know, organizing it, you know. So to see it working, that's kind of cool. You know, that's definitely another way to make money. I wish I knew that before. That would have been lovely. You know, but yet again, it's just a matter of, you know, the information is just lacking. You know, it's just lacking. You know, it's just not enough. So my review overall is the game is stunning. The music is amazing. You know, the area, you know, all the stuff, like being able to go so far in and see everybody. I mean, granted, it's a lot of like the same characters over and over again. I mean, look at how many ladies with the hats that we got in this one area here. You know, you could definitely find a lot of similar characters around. You know, pink, you know. Golly gosh, what was that? Thank you for whatever notification that is. It's not popping up in my chat. Golly gosh. Hey, Emozax, thank you for the raid there. Much appreciated. I'm just doing my end of stream review here, but if you've played this, please do let me know what you think of this game. What's going on, Emozax? This is the end review for this game. If you've played this, let me know in the chat there what you think of Anno 1800. I'm just kind of wrapping up here. Stunning game, stunning music. You know, for what's in it, it is pretty amazing. But just, you know, those few problems. The multiplayer is definitely an issue. You know, the lack of information, the lack of, like, spreadsheets of understanding what certain things are is an issue. You know, you don't want to make the journey of information too tough, you know, for people to understand. You want to make it pretty simple for people to understand and just be able to rock and roll and be able to, you know, build towards what they need to do, you know, especially if you have an artisan level, you know, you definitely need to have more explanations places and easier to find. You know, instead of having to get just so good at the game and so used to the game and do Googling, you definitely don't want to have to do that to people. So for me, I think that this game is a wait to buy, you know, just because of the multiplayer issues where I can't get into a 4v4, a 3-player match, a 2-player match, and 2-player match I got in, I heavily think that the person in my match was a bot. I heavily think it, because I tried even typing in the chat. There's a chat screen you could talk in. No reply. So either they didn't have the chat or it was a bot. I mean, they built so slowly. It was so easy to win, but it did take 5 hours. In a 1v1 match, 5-hour match time is kind of long for me. You know, kind of long. 5 hours? I mean, granted, maybe I could have built faster now that I know, like, the 1v1, you need to make 5,000 residents in your town. For the 3s, I think it's like 10,000 or 15,000, and for the 4-player match is 25,000. So if making 5,000 took me 5 hours, imagine making 25,000 people living in your town. Like, do you have a whole day available? I don't know. Do you? I don't know. So for me, this game's $60. It's a little bit much. There is some DLC. There's a store, apparently. So there might be more coming to the game in the future. It looks like if you pre-order it with, like, the deluxe edition, you get, like, 3 special items. You know, 5 hours might be a long time. It really is. Emo, too bad you didn't play it. It's free. It's free. Definitely pick it up and check it out for yourselves. If you're watching this review on YouTube before the end of the time's up, because I'm going to upload it tomorrow, you should have that evening to play it. So, you know, check it out while it's free. You might as well. You could do a little bit of the storyline, get an experience for that. You know, you could do a little bit of the other stuff. But for me, I might pick it up. I kind of like SimCity-esque games, and this is kind of a simple SimCity, you know. So I might pick it up. The one big letdown, though, for me was in the multiplayer, I wasn't able to attack my fellow humans. I could only attack one NPC, like, character on the map. So what's the point of that? Like, I don't understand that. You know, like, if your way to win is just by making population, then you have to outbuild everyone around you and take over islands before they can. But then you don't even have to protect it from them. Like, what's the point of that? So they can move into the same island and start building on it at the same time I do? That's a little weird without being able to attack each other, you know? So maybe I didn't figure out how to unlock the attacking. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that there's just no battling between humans. And that was a big letdown. I was thinking this was like a SimCity meets RTS, like a StarCraft or something, you know, which this very well could be. And I feel should be. For $60, I feel that would be where this game needs to go in the multiplayer. Not just outbuilding people, but also having to work in, you know, war and protection and, you know, stuff like that. I think that would make a lot more sense. This is definitely a SimCity that's meant to be almost a StarCraft, you know, and that would be amazing. I think that multiplayer would be amazing. Little minimal, like, just with your ships. I don't feel making, like, maybe you can make an army that goes to land and can attack on land, but maybe just the ships to shut down people's trade routes or whatnot, to keep them, you know, stuck on their island and kind of starve them out on the island, maybe, you know, to slow them down or something. That, you know, could be kind of cool, you know, but yeah, maybe make, you know, units that could go onto land and attack the buildings and stuff, and then have your police that you build in the area be protectors or whatnot, you know. That could be really cool, but it's not in it. So as for what's in this game right now and for what's working in the game, story mode's pretty cool, but it only let me see so far, so I don't know where it's going to go. Does it ever stop being a tutorial and turn into something more? You know, but multiplayer, dismal. Can't get into matches, and when you do, pretty sure I played with a bot, you know. So $60, no. If you haven't pre-ordered it, I'd say wait. But if this game was on sale for $40, I think this is the most solid $40 game for, like, a SimCity style game that I've ever seen. But for $60 value, I just don't see it here. I really don't. Stunning game, though. Stunning game. Runs amazingly well. So that's my review. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch in the video section, comment, follow, subscribe if you want to help support the channel. Thanks, Emo Sax. Go follow him on Twitch here, you know, and yeah, hope you enjoy this review. Bye-bye, bye-bye.
Like, comment, subscribe, and follow if you